It's a new year.
Yeah.
And it's new possibilities. And boy, do we ever need this.
That's facts.
Cricket Wireless can help you make that switch with a new plan, $30 a month.
Yes. That's right for you.
Listen, that's right for you.
Yeah.
That's right for you.
Yeah.
That's right for you.
That's right.
Cricket Wireless, make that switch now.
Smile and switch to Cricket. Activation and other fees and restrictions apply. Terms subject to change. See stores for details.
You couldn't just look at the camera and say it?
All right, look at you guys. Da, 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 da. What's poppin', people? Welcome back to Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey, Rosy, Jake, Eddin, and all of you at home. God damn it. Why is today so special, guys?
Because there's dogs on set.
There's
dogs on set.
There's a puppy park.
Jake is surrounded by bitches.
Ooh, Jake.
Jacques and the bitches.
Throw her a one,
They
Jake.
just can't stay away from them. But why else is today special, guys?
I don't know. Why is it?
Why is today special, Lo?
No, man, you tell me.
Why is today special, Jake? Why is today special, Eddin?
About 3 Kims. I don't know.
Today is the 100th episode. Well, it doesn't matter.
Enough
For
of the
you.
technicalities.
Well, enough of the technicalities. This is the oh, I'm almost tongue-tied. Goddamn. This is the 100th episode of Say Less. Thank you all for riding. If you've been riding since day one, I appreciate you. I'm sure you see the growth from quarantine recordings. Beautiful studios in Canal Street.
Yes.
Shout out to WTF Media. If you just joined from last week, from last week's episode with Eve, shout out Eve, shout out Dreamville, shout out J. Cole. Congratulations, named Executive of the Week by Billboard as well.
Whoa.
Like to think we had a nice part in that. No, I'm just kidding. Joker, but no, shout out to the whole Dreamville fam. And like with all Dreamville projects, like we put that pod out and everybody shared it, showed love, shared clips. Shout out Breakfast Club, shout out Complex, shout out everybody that shared it, man.
I think Hot New Hip Hop did that too.
Hot New Hip Hop, Hip Hop DX.
Yeah.
Everybody, we here. So if this is your first time joining the show, welcome to the show.
Woo!
This is the 100th episode. You picked a great time to get on board if this is your first time. But we usually do these things kind of like, we have a little thing that we do before we start the show. So we're going to start the show like the last 99, or and change, give or take. So I wasn't there for the whole thing. But you know what I mean.
About 65, 70.
30.
So let's do it. What's poppin', people? Welcome to Say Less with Kaz, Lowkey, and Rosy. My name is Kaz.
Yo, this is Lowkey right here. Hip hop, R&B, throwback on Apple Music hits every fucking night, 8 to 9 p.m. And check the past episodes on demand, Apple Music, and creator and founder of the Cheat Sheet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Cheat sheet.
And a Howard University graduate.
Off the
Thank you, Jake.
imitated,
Thank you,
never
great.
duplicated. Talk to him.
Yeah,
Low
man.
key.
Thank you, Jake. I
Talk to
appreciate
him.
that.
Talk to him. Rosie, what's poppin'?
Just Rosie.
You know what it is,
Bro,
son.
that's going to be a shirt.
You know what it is?
Just
It's just
Rosie.
Rosie, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shirt.
How's the weather outside? It's just Rosie. God damn it. But I'm pumped.
It is not just Rosie today outside.
It is not Rosie today. God damn.
No.
Mother Nature said, oh, y'all thought you was going out this weekend for Memorial Day?
Nigga.
Y'all gonna celebrate what?
Bro, like the week was like 80, 90.
Yeah.
Bro, it hit Thursday night. It hit Friday. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah, nah.
we're not going nowhere.
Sit y'all asses down.
It's 50 degrees outside.
Immediately.
But I wasn't mad because I was like, I get to put on a sweatsuit again.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I got this nice hoodie, more than the athlete. Shout
But
out
no,
gang,
but
gang.
yo, and the thing is crazy, like,
Oh my God.
we know.
Oh, you are not
We
even an athlete. How are you more than one?
Listen.
Get
More
the
than
solo
that.
cam.
Like,
You're barely an athlete, bro.
You don't just get these hoodies. They give them to you.
You work for the fucking You work for them, nigga.
You
What are
didn't
talking
get it
about?
from being athletic,
You're supposed to say
Kaz.
you earned them.
You
You're
work for
supposed to
them.
say you earned
What are
them.
you talking about?
He tried to act like he got it because he's an athlete.
Nigga, you work for them. That's the same thing with me with Apple. Yeah, I got fucking AirPods and I got Beats by Dre. Because I work for them, nigga. I'm not a fucking engineer or producer or record exec. I work for them. That's why they gave me this shit.
He's an athlete.
You're not an athlete.
Shout out
You
my
work for
guy
them.
Amit over at Uninterrupted Spring Hill. Always
fuck?
Jesus
dripped
Christ.
up, taking care of the merch.
Only get these. Nigga,
Shout out to the bitches in the room.
Then he said
Which
they
means
gi-
I'm an
he said
athlete,
they
huh?
give them to you.
Yeah,
Like it's not like you
no.
earned
There's
them.
mad
Like,
bitches in the room.
There's so many. This
It's
is
three of us
It's the
now.
most bitches we've ever had on the podcast.
This is how we wanna-
There's
we wanna-
three of us motherfuckers now.
This is what we're doing for the 100th episode.
Pootie, say
Talk
what's
about
poppin'? What's
bitches.
poppin', girl?
Bitches and shit.
Arf.
Say what's up. Say what's up.
Bitches and shit.
Pootie's
Arf,
making her
arf,
first.
arf. You're exposing her, damn it.
Right.
Oh, dude, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Gotta cover it out. What up, Onyx? Onyx is here. Rosie over here dog sitting.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Before we get into the show, I want to shout out iSlide.com. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people that's been reaching out about the podcast, trying to find different ways to support. I've always thought it was, it's very touchy when it comes to like supporting a podcast, right? Like I'm happy enough just by getting your like and your subscribe.
Right.
That's all I
Right.
care about. But once you start asking people to come out of pocket, I'm like, well, it's weird. It's weird. What are we gonna do? What
It's
are
a
we
little
gonna
weird.
What are we gonna do?
Wait,
to
I think
give back?
it's iSlide USA.
How you ask for money without asking for money? Hey,
There you go. It's
you see these slides?
Yeah, it's iSlide. Yeah, it's iSlideUSA.com.
iSlideUSA.com. We're gonna put the direct link onto the video and the pod information, and I'll tweet this joint out.
Hey, no fighting.
Hey, y'all bitches, calm down.
Hey, bitches.
So yeah, I'll put the link for the slide in here. But yeah, like I said, man, like I feel weird about like asking for I don't know, subscriptions, donations, money, whatever the hell you call it. But cool thing we did. Shout out iSlide USA. Shout out my boy CGF.
Yeah.
We got some incredible slides.
Yeah.
Buy them, cop them shits. You want to support us? Summertime's here. You know, we black folks who wear socks and slides all day. We don't.
Dominicans is-
Onyx.
Yo, if y'all
Not for the 100th episode, my nigga.
listen,
That's not him
motherfuckers.
bargain. That's
That's Pootie Bargain.
No, that was Onyx. That wasn't.
I haven't heard Onyx
Yeah,
bargain.
blame each other's
See?
dogs.
That's honor.
Yeah, fight.
Get your
Put
ass.
her, put her in the room.
Somebody grab him on the waist, whatever. That's how you know. This is how you know we're in the weekend. We're in the weekend mode, baby.
She
We're
ready.
all sitting.
Put
Thank
one
you,
of them in
Jake.
a row,
Appreciate you. Pootie, come here, girl. What's up, girl?
Damn, y'all giving bitches time is out. Oh my god.
Jake, Jock.
Anyway,
That wasn't
Control
the
your
dog
bitches,
slammed
Doc.
the door, by the way. In case someone thought that was
like I said, iSlide USA support. Cop them. How much are they going for?
I think like $44.
$44.
yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
$44.
$44. You know they very comfortable. You see the little cushion right here.
Yeah.
No fugazi
Support black businesses.
booty slides. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're very soft. They're very cozy. It's a very cozy summer. So get you your slides. So
Because y'all niggas gonna be traveling.
no.
Y'all gonna be in the airports. Y'all gonna be on these resorts. So just go to a different city, different country. Support black businesses.
And show motherfuckers that you got great podcast taste when you throw on these slides, man. You throw on them slides, you go outside, like, you know about that shit? Somebody gonna say, like,
Yeah,
that's my shit. That's my shit. So it's good. It's good.
I should wear them shits to Sahara tonight too.
I was gonna wear them today if it wasn't raining.
Yeah.
Oh, if it was
I was gonna
nice
come
out
in there with them on my feet. I was like, nah.
Not gonna hold y'all. Thought about it.
Carry them shits.
Looked
but
outside. No.
luckily, it is summertime, so hopefully it doesn't rain like this all summer long. But
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. We'll be good. What's good, Rogue? What's good with the streaks? It's a good look.
Good rogue.
right.
My rogue. I don't even know. I just went to do my hair and I just let her do whatever she wanted.
That's what.
Oh my god, what?
You didn't notice?
I did.
Men. See what I'm saying? Men. Change my
You
whole
have to
I'm
notice.
like, yo, what's
Low.
like? Why Rosie look different today?
How many women are in your life,
What?
Low?
Look low.
No, it's just like I don't look at Rosie like I just like Rosie's like that's my nigga.
But still, like
He's
nice
like,
hair would have gone. You know
it
what I'm saying?
Turn it up.
I said nice.
Turn it up.
What the fuck are y'all playing?
X-Men.
Yo,
Hold on, my entry.
all-time slapper is a Saturday morning cartoon theme song, though, by the way.
Oh yeah, 100%.
X-Men theme song? Oh God, it's just a souped up, I
never watched
Whitney Houston.
Rogue was fire, so I'll take that.
Rogue was the shit. Rogue was the shit.
But yes, your hair looks nice. Yes, it does.
No, it's too late.
Lo, you got too many women in
It's
your
too
life
late to not notice shit like that.
when a woman comes in with different hair. That's the first thing.
Yeah,
you say.
that's the first thing you have to
Oh,
say.
is this some nicer shit?
It's like my brother though. Like,
Wow.
Especially you do it especially with your female friends.
100
For a
this
man who
episode.
doesn't like to get roasted, you short dudes talk a lot of shit.
I noticed it as soon as I came in. I'm like, oh, she looks nice today. Like the hair looks. I didn't say anything. I'm like,
Did we write our shit for each other today?
Oh, did we? I mean, we can. We can do it mid pod, but we also got a special guest pulling up today, which should be awesome. It's been great. We've had a good run of guests in the past couple of weeks.
I mean, I guess should we use today before Marvin comes on? Should we use today to recap some of our favorite moments?
Let's recap. Let's go back. I think it's a great time to kind of look back before we go forward.
Right, because we have a lot of nice things coming up.
We have a lot of nice things
we can't tell you about.
I know we've been saying this all year.
Nice team.
Well, we all know that these things kind of take a while to materialize, but things materialize.
All right,
so favorite moments.
Let me see.
We're going this way, or are we going that way?
Well, can I start? I mean, damn, it is.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it is your show.
It is my show. No,
that's another moment that we love. I favor everything. It's my show.
It's technically just saying that's a fucking cast.
Go ahead, Cass.
Actually,
It was a good run.
I was going.
We tried.
My first thought was going to be, how the show kind of came about, obviously.
Yeah.
And how important you are all to this show, everybody in this room. I feel like,
especially Pootie.
even if it's not, especially you, Eddin, of course.
Oh no, I said especially Pootie.
Oh, especially
I thought you were beating up yourself.
Too.
Like, especially me. I'm like, excuse me?
But let's talk about it, man, because a lot of folks don't even really know the how this show even came about. You know what I mean? Like, obviously
The newcomers.
Yeah. I mean, there's some folks that have been riding since episode 1, but things have been jumping up, so we like to bring everybody up to speed. Obviously, last year was a host of Flagrant 2, good podcast, great podcast. Shout out Andrew Schultz and Akash. I know Andrew taped here the other day and all that stuff, so shout out to them. Things went differently. It was time for me to kind of move on and do my own thing. And then COVID happened. And, initially, I had a whole plan. I had a whole way to kind of keep that momentum going after, I was unceremoniously left the show. But then COVID kind of happened and all plans kind of went out of whack. So what I was doing, I was like, you know what, let me just start calling people up. I can't really be around nobody. I had studio plans. I had show plans. I had all these things ready to go. Couldn't do nothing. So I started calling people up. Every day I had a different guest. I did an episode every single day. I know you folks come in once a week. I'm like, Kaz, this should be your 52nd episode. No, there was a time when we first started the show where I was dropping episodes every single day. So I'd like to give thanks to those early guests, guys like Van Lathan, Rosgold Unwoody, Wale, Boss, Swerve, Ricochet, bunch of people, Corey Graves, Rosenberg, Jordan Schultz, a bunch of dudes, everybody, Adam Figman from Slam, tons of folks. Baron Davis, another one, a bunch of dudes came in, was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll come do the show. And I kind of gave it its momentum. And I knew I couldn't keep doing that every day.
Right.
And then Lo was a guest. And I was like, Lo, come do the show. And we did the pod. We podded for a little while. And it's like, man, Lo's one of my best friends in the world. Lo, I could talk to Lo about anything all day, every day.
Right.
This should be something, And then, Lo came over one day and I was like, Lo, I do this podcast. I know you're not really a poddy person. I think you would be good at this. I think we have a good enough rapport that people will tune in to kind of watch us talk our shit. Before we get into Lo, Jake, day one guy, before, and everybody always wonders, how come Jake doesn't talk? What does Jake do? He's always getting there. I'm like, Jake is when I talk about right hands when it came to this show, before I even had like the belief to even do this show,
Yeah.
Jake was like, no, man, like this shit is going to hit. You killing it, blah, blah, blah. So shout out to Jake. He's always been here from day one, riding, always helping out, helping with guests, helping whatever. He's the utility player. Whatever needs to be done, he helps get it done. Shout out to Whistle Sports. Whistle Sports also helped really get us going off rip. And, shout out like the guests that we've had in that era, like LeVar Ball, and Israel Adesanya, Shanae Gumike, a bunch of those folks. And Eddin, of course. And I know Eddin is working the controls back here. And obviously, when we first start if you don't say my Jameson, my generic whiskey product. Eddin, I'm really glad.
I almost spit my water.
This show.
My generic whiskey product.
He said it so fast too.
They ain't paying, goddammit. I want to give a shout out to Eddin because, man, even before I even had the idea to do the show, Eddin was a guy who, even when I was doing Cause and Effect on Revolt, when I was doing, a bunch of other shows.
Damn, that was like 2 years ago.
It was like 2 years ago. It was a minute ago. Like he would like literally come to my house and we would game plan videos and game plan strategies to do shows and all that. And I've always super believed in his talent, always believed in how good he was as a content creator and producer. And now the world gets to see it with this studio and all the great guests and the great podcasts that come through here. And I don't think this show gets made without, this show definitely doesn't get made without Eddin.
So definitely does not get made
At all.
Those clips, just the photography.
It's got the eye, man.
It's got a different eye. There's a different creative eye that Eddin does have. And when you see these clips go up weekly, it's we don't tell him what clips to post. Or I don't know if you tell him.
No, I don't. He knows. We've been doing this thing for almost 4 years now.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 or 5 years between Flagrant and here. Like he knows.
So the fact that he knows like the talking points,
he knows some shit hits.
It's like what hits for the culture of specific things, and it's just that mindset. That forward thinking, you got to give props to the creative director. So shouts to Eddin.
Always appreciate you,
Shout
Eddin.
out
You're the
to
man.
Eddin.
You're the man. Now, then you came on board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What were your thoughts? Oh, this is our first time.
That was the first one.
Oh yeah.
You're wearing the same sneakers.
Yes.
You're wearing the
am I
same
wearing the
kicks.
same? I'm not wearing the same sneakers.
Yes, you're wearing the
No
same
way.
kicks.
Zoom out.
Swear to God.
There's no way. No, I got
just
those.
saw 'em. You know I
I
look
got
at
them in
kicks.
blue and orange also. That's
No,
why.
you're wearing these kicks.
There's no way.
I'm telling you. How much you
Listen,
want
my
to
beard
bet? Pause it. How much you want to bet?
I bet
Damn, your beard
all the
is-
money
your
in my
beard is-
pocket.
All right, let's go.
It was pretty different.
Should
Should have bet something.
Well, it's the
Should've
same
bet. You know what
shit,
you know what my
though.
bet is?
Oh, the orange in the back.
You got to dye the rest of your hair blonde.
I want to be rogue.
Dye the rest of your hair blonde. Yes. Come back next week with a full head of blonde hair.
It's not like Lowe's gonna
for
notice.
being wrong.
Get over it. Jesus Christ, Rosie. Get over
Not
it.
gonna lie, my beard looks fucking amazing.
But I really thought they were this. I didn't see the orange in the
They're the
back.
same shooter, just different.
So that's the first episode.
That was the first time together. And oh my gosh, shout out Vic. Shout out to the Lions.
Yeah.
Barbershop,
Yeah,
Cliffside
huge
Park.
shout out to-
I mean,
Obviously.
I don't.
The show doesn't get made without Vic.
This was.
Doesn't get here without
Yeah,
Vic.
it doesn't.
Vic,
Yeah,
Vic
for
took
real.
it.
Y'all had some
Vic took it
healthy
to the next
beards.
level. Yeah.
What happened?
I knew you guys.
Wow.
Pandemic did it.
What you mean? What happened?
It was way healthier there. Look, you like Freeway almost.
No, all right. So like, no. So it's trash now.
Damn.
It's a little smaller.
So what happens is,
Looks
and
hungry.
I'll get to the whole talking about the show, whatever. But when you have to like sometimes trim like your split ends on your beard.
Yes.
And because like it's kind of like unhealthy, like that shit.
The free beard sticking out. What?
This chick told me she was like, you got to kind of snip it every couple like 2 months, whatever.
It's
Like
hair.
make sure the split.
Guys, you look like a whole different person, bro.
Yo, can I talk about my beard?
Talk about
Like, yeah,
your-
all right, cool, we see it.
Go ahead, pal.
Go
It's a
ahead.
good looking beard. I'm not gonna lie.
that's what I'm
Kinda
saying.
All right, I get it.
What happened?
Your hair looked better last week. So what happened?
Okay, I don't know. I got it.
No, I'm just saying, like you trim the because it's dirty. Sometimes it gets dirty, and like it's a lot of shit. Like then you clean it, whatever. But like you want to just okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But you want to clean it, you want to trim it. All right, fine. Thank you, Eddin.
Yes, sir.
Really, Thickums?
I'm sorry. I had to go back.
Anyway, you trim it, clean it up, make sure it's nice, and just
So what are you
control.
saying? You just trimmed it too much?
No, I trimmed it enough. I don't like it that long. I don't like
okay.
it. It
It was fluffy. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't like it. You know.
Man, I might bring my fluff back. You know, when I started doing the show for
You got the
MSG,
Kalen, what's homeboy from Boston? Brown?
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown, you got like y'all have the same kind of beard.
No,
And
when I started doing MSG, I kind of felt like, you know, the beard is a little aggressive for regional TV. I thought it was. And then nobody told me to shave it. Nobody told me to bring
why do you
it
have
down.
that concept? Fuck that, nigga.
I was just like, you know what? They got to get this jawline action. So,
Man, if we ever get on TV, I'm keeping this shit. I might let it just grow more. I'm letting
My
this
thing
shit
is, you gotta let it
flourish.
rock out while it's still that full. Because
That's
you
a
never
good
know
full.
when you're gonna lose it.
And then
I'm never going to lose my beard.
you're not gonna lose a beard.
The beard.
You know what's gonna happen?
This is what you...
I mean, that's what you lose. But then what happens is the salt and pepper shit gets incorporated.
Yeah, that's another
And
thing.
that's when, like,
That's
imagine
another
the salt. When this shit gets
That
salt
would
and
look
pepper.
fire though. It's not a bad look.
We can ask Boozer about that.
Ooh, we could ask Boozer about that. Hello, continue.
Oh, so anyway, so just like about the show when I'm joking. God, I'm joking. Even
sidebar. Go ahead.
you asked me to join in what? It was
July.
July. Was it May? Or
It was summertime. It was during the bubble.
during the bubble? Yeah. You had asked me to join in. So like I was, doing the Apple Music shit. Why do you keep replaying?
No, that's literally you just did that again.
You're being a dick.
I swear to God,
Eddin, you're being a dick. Stop doing that.
I swear to God, you just did this again.
I
just
literally
looping.
been like, he just
I don't know.
Eddin's the biggest troller ever.
It's twitching. It's glitching.
I swear I did it again.
But no, he had asked me to join the podcast, and I was like, man, I'm not really with that shit because if you say something and it goes viral, you cancel it. I just wasn't with. And I have a really.
Damn, shout out Truly.
Truly kept the lights on too.
For a couple months. Shout out Truly.
And I have a very free running mouth, and I say things, and I get phone calls, and this, that, and the third, whatever. So I was like, I don't want to do that with you because we have our rapport. We talk about we talk about everything. Yeah. But he was like, nah, bro, the shit we talk about should be on camera. Our rapport, our relationship, the things we've been through, things we've seen, where we work. Niggas got to hear this shit. It's fun. I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna give it a try. And the first couple episodes, it was honestly to be really, really truthful with you, that shit was kind of therapeutic.
Yeah.
Being around you, coming to Jersey, spending the weekend at the crib, Jazz cooking and us just building and smoking. Nigga was like, yo, I'm buying a hookah for you because you hear all the time.
You're the only one that smokes that hookah.
Right. Literally the only one. So, and, we would just have dinner and, breakfast and, Sid was there, it was just a lot. It was a great time to do that during a depressing time of the pandemic.
It was very depressing at that time.
I mean, we couldn't go nowhere. We couldn't do nothing. We couldn't be around our friends.
We kind of leaned into each other.
Yeah,
and
I felt like this podcast, leaned me into you into just dealing with shit that I got to deal with, leaning into these two and just understanding that, the world is big and I got to, do more and read more and, whatever the case is. So, I personally thank you. You my brother for 10, 12 years. So it ain't nothing about that. But I personally thank you just for this specific situation of you having so much confidence and you believing nah, nigga, when you come on, we're going to take it to the next level. And you told me, he was like, yo,
we did.
He was like, yo, the first day I came on, he was like, yo, give me 3 months. I'm going to get you paid. 3 months later, caught a check from, I think it was Belvedere or something. It was Grey Goose. Something.
It was Grey Goose.
It was Grey Goose. Called me a nice check. And then we got some AT&T shit and it just kept, the ball was rolling. So, I appreciate you for pulling me in. And what I've been going through, the mother shit and breakups and all that. Of course. So this has been a platform where I could talk freely, be around people that I care about and I love. And,
building a podcast audience, and he's on. Building a podcast audience is different than building any type of other audience because they kind of go on that ride with you. And the more you talk, the more you realize it kind of feels good to let these things kind of go, and get these things off your chest,
or just be away from the other shit,
and just be away from the other shit, and just kick it with your homies, man. At the end of the day, we just kicking it. We don't come in here with a ton of plans.
No, not at all.
Maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things, but then we just kind of roll.
Yeah.
And we got a good rapport, and then Rosy came and fucked it up. I'm joking.
Yo, stop, because that's what they be telling me in the comments.
Stop it.
They be in the comments. That girl's irritating. I'm like, God damn. I just woke up today.
They are jerks. In the comment
listen.
section, man.
Listen.
Rosie,
But no, I keep
gem.
it. I keep it a stack on Rosie. We do have a guest to come on, and
We gonna get to Rosie. We gonna get to Rosie.
Oh, wow.
But-
Save me for later.
No.
guys.
Well, I'm gonna give Rosie her flowers now, man, because Rosie, obviously shows like this. I've always kind of dreamed of, shout out to Charlemagne, and I tell him this all the time. I'm like, yo, I want my show to be the new Breakfast Club one day. You know what I mean? And I always looked at, we talked to Rosie every day, like especially during quarantine. We had group chats and shit.
Yeah. It was on house party and all that shit.
Anybody who has the pleasure of knowing Rosie knows that she is hilarious. Everything's a fucking joke. Even when things shouldn't be a joke, everything's a fucking joke
I'm
to
gonna
Rosie.
laugh.
So I'm just like, man, she'd be great for the show.
Because we had that conversation. Me and him had that conversation. He was like, yo, who do you think would be a good girl to have on the pod?
We got our guest.
Oh, all right. Well, like I said, we'll get back.
Rosie, we will jump back to you.
I'm like, yo.
You gotta hit him with the year.
Edit, put him on the screen. Put him on the screen. Yo, let's make some noise for our guest. He's a third-year forward for the Sacramento Kings. He got a couple bars as well.
Ooh.
Make some noise for Marvin Bagley. Join us, Say Less. 100th episode podcast. Let's go.
Yo, he switched to quicker wireless.
Let me tell you, switch the Shout out AT&T. Nah, but yo, let me tell you something. Usually when we potting, we just rolling. But Marv, he had to go and switch in. Now he went from the cell phone cam to the 4K cam.
Yo, right.
So you're looking good. I can see
He went to HD real quick.
the hair.
He's like, nah, nigga, don't do me like that.
I can see the hairs in your beard now. That's a good camera they got you.
Yeah.
We good now.
Yo, Marv, before we get into it, man, let's talk about this season. Obviously, the Sacramento Kings. Y'all got a lot of young talent on your team, man, between yourself, De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton looked like a Rookie of the Year standout or potential Rookie of the Year. But, you guys have had a lot of fun. It's a tough Western Conference, obviously. What were your thoughts? I know you guys kind of fell short of your playoff hopes, but would love to know just your overall thoughts in the season with the Kings.
Man, it was up and down season. We obviously want to be playing in the playoffs and competing like everybody is now. But we're trying to build something. We're going through that stage of building something special. So those bumps and bruises, are good for the long run. But I think it was a great season. We had an addition in Ty. Like you said, he was great all year for us. De'Aaron. We got a great team, so I'm excited about what we can build and how we can continue to move forward.
Y'all one of my favorite young teams to watch, just because I always like trying to watch like teams with a lot of like 23 and younger dudes and seeing how they're like propelling. I've seen a lot of you in high school, seen a lot of you in Duke. But what do you think is sort of been like that missing piece to kind of like get y'all into the hump? I know the Western Conference is a dogfight every year. It ain't no days off with the Western Conference. But what do you think is that one thing you think you guys need to take to go into the next level?
I think it just takes time. I think it takes time. Like you said, we got a young team, so being able to all be together and build and start something special, I think that's the main thing, in my opinion, that we need. So the more time we have together working out in the off season, the more time we spend together, the more film we watch. I think we'll eventually get to where we want to be, but it's just like I said, those steps that we got to take to get to where we want to be. Like the Warriors, for example, they started off young. Now they team winning championships, and so it's a process to it. So we're just trying to follow the process and get there eventually.
Yeah, that's a team I really like to watch. Y'all are one of my league pass teams between you, Buddy Hield, De'Aaron Fox, Halliburton. Like I always catch a Kings game just because and I like purple, so it is what it is. So Marvin, obviously the playoffs are in right now, and it's been a crazy start to the playoffs. I was in New York for Game 2. There's incredible atmospheres, throughout. So if there's any atmosphere to play in and against, what would you pick, and why is it the New York Knicks?
He's like, nope.
Oh man,
Can he hear us?
Can you hear
He
us?
can hear us.
Hey, I'm back now, man.
You should have froze.
I'm back. But the Garden is definitely one for sure. It's definitely one I like. I mean, the energy in there is incredible. From the moment you walk off the bus into the locker room, in the tunnel before you run out on the court, it's just the energy's there. I think this season was when we played in New York. It was one of the first games with fans back in the arena.
I saw, yeah.
So it was like to have that feeling again and to have fans back in the building and to be able to go out and hoop in the Garden. That was a special moment. So I'll say the Garden is definitely one of mine that I like.
And let me and Marvin, speaking of the fans, and just I'm sure you're aware of what's been going on over the last week and a half, with Russell, with Ja Morant, with Trae Young. Have you ever experienced any of that type of behavior with fans, like that kind of rhetoric or that narrative or those comments or shit like that?
Anybody touch you?
Anybody touch
go
you?
Too far,
Even fuck with your family?
Me personally, I don't think it's ever got to that point. I mean, you fans talk. That's what they, that's what they come to the games to do is talk trash. But as far as this getting spit on and popcorn getting thrown on you and stuff like that, I've never had that, and I think that's too far. If you ask anybody, that's too far. But me personally, I've never experienced those experiences. I've always hear it in the crowd. They always talking, always saying something, but that's a part of it. But, when you cross that line, that's a whole different story. And I've never had to be in a position to do experience that. So I'm thankful because I don't know how I would react in moments like that. But yeah, I'm as of now, I haven't experienced it.
And I pray you never have to go through anything.
Man, listen,
I was
Marvin.
gonna say, not even at Duke with Carolina fans.
You went to Duke. You had the Cameron crazy, bro.
Not even at Duke with some Carolina fans.
Like I said, that was more it wasn't anything disrespectful though. That's a rivalry. That's a classic rivalry. Yeah. So to go from Cameron to Carolina to play, and their fans was just
crazy.
Crazy. So Coach Kings walk out the locker room, it's booze and.
But here's the difference between Duke fans, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, Marvin. The Cameron Crazies, their chants are very intricate. They're very they're very direct, and they're very smart too. Yeah. But the chance we're getting in these playoffs is fuck you, Trae. Fuck you, Kyrie.
Hold on. So am I the only one in this room that Lowkey wanted them to let Russ go?
Yo, listen.
I was let him go.
So Marvin, I need your help on this. I need your help on this one. I'm trying to make a coalition, right? Yeah. I feel like the NBA Players Association, and arenas around the world.
Don't get this nigga in trouble.
I ain't gonna get you in trouble. I ain't gonna get you in trouble.
Right, don't get this nigga in trouble, bro.
I feel like the NBA needs to do a version of the Purge where once a year we have a Malice in the Palace just to reset the fan and athlete relationship. I feel like sometimes fans can get a little out of pocket. And, sometimes we'll see something like Russ almost jumping in and Trae and people getting banned and then people relax and then people chill out.
But Russ has always dealt with that too, because I've seen Russ in OKC, multiple times where fans touch him or just yelling at him.
But why do they feel like
I don't know why
they could do that?
Because I feel like Russ is the one. And he's going to react. Russ is the person that's going to react. LeBron never reacts. AD never reacts. Russ is always going to give you that shit right back, which is why everyone always does that shit to him.
So Marvin, I got to ask you, are you gonna be down with my version of the NBA Purge? We'll just do one Malice in the Palace thing every year just to make sure everybody's cool.
It's crazy though. I was somewhere. I was out eating dinner. And a hockey game was on, and they just let them go.
They just let them go. They just let them go.
So I'm like, dang, and if you really look back, NBA was really, probably swinging. It was really like that. But it's so much a different game now. So it's you can't really anything we do, anything
It's the optics, man. We can't have young black folks.
We can't really do as much as we could back then. But I mean, one good time. I mean, I'll be straight for one good time.
one good round.
One good round, and then
You just got it just to send the message because it's just needed, man. It's absolutely needed.
I would like to know what's the city with the worst fans, like the most fans.
Utah, Boston.
Boston.
You say Utah, Marvin? What fan base?
What fan base is
crowd
like?
is the most irritant?
Like the mean ones.
Utah. I would say Utah.
Utah for real?
So what is it about Utah? I mean, I have my own thoughts.
The Mormons come out?
But Utah, everybody says kind of the same thing about Utah and its crowd and what they say. And, I ain't the first one to say it. A lot of people, there's a lot of,
some shit, yeah.
It's Utah.
A little bit of racism tinged into those heckling here and there. So
hey, no, Utah is definitely up there in the list.
Absolutely.
Have you been disrespected in Utah, or have you heard the disrespect?
No, I mean I've seen it. I mean I hear it. But like I said, never to the point where it's disrespect, like crossing the line.
Right.
But the energy,
it's different.
It's they fans really support. They team.
Hey, big fan. I would have thought somebody would have said New York.
Nah, I mean New York is not. New York's different. It's different.
New York is just New York.
Because here's the thing: we'll heckle you. But
we'll respect you.
Respectfully,
we'll respect you. We'll respect you.
It's kind of like a rite of passage. Like if you really want to get to that level and you ball out at the Garden, it's like
you have to
booing you is almost like a sign of respect. Like you see what's happening with Trae Young. Like he was already a dog. He was already a dog, but him like balling out at the Garden has taken him to another level, man. And you've seen it. You came in here. You were one of the first games that had fans in New York City. And,
right.
I know
it was crazy.
It was crazy in there. Absolutely.
It was crazy for sure. Everybody was excited to be back in there for sure.
Oh yeah. Now Marvin, I hear you're out here working. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just hooping, you know what I mean? I know you rap. I know you had a little bit of a back and forth with Dame Lillard last year, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is the perfect place to talk about it because we sports heads, but we rap heads at the end of the day. So we know what it is. Like other people will see it and they'll be like, oh my gosh, these guys are saying these things. But like we know as people who like truly take the game of hip hop seriously, at the end of the day, you got to be able to battle. You got to be able to go back and forth. So.
Hold on, my nigga. Fuck all that shit. How did this shit fucking start?
Let's talk about it.
How did this shit fucking start? And why did it get to the rap side?
Who said let's take it to the booth?
You had to ask Max Kellerman, bro. I wasn't even expecting it to go like this, how it went, but I did. I went on First Take, did my interview. They both, Stephen A. and Max Kellerman, both asked me questions, and like at the end of my segment, he asked like, "Who do you think is the best rapper? Do I think I'm the best rapper in the league?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like,
what else are you supposed to say?
Right. As you should. Bet on yourself.
I don't think. No, I'm not gonna say that. So I'm like, "Yeah." And then I guess Dame saw it. He tweeted something after I got off the show, and I was like, I remember exactly what it was. It's so long ago, but it was something like, "We want to do it. Like, let's do it." So I dropped the song, and the crazy thing is, the song that I dropped wasn't even like for him. Like it was just I had that song already, you know what I mean? But I put the cover art, and I think that's what set everybody up. Like, it was both me. It was me and him. That was the first one I did.
He's like, it's not for him, but let me put him on it.
And it was so it was I did that, and then right after that he dropped his song titled Marvin with my face on the I heard it on the way to the gym. Like I'm going to work out, so I'm like, dang, like okay, it's really about to go there. It's really about to go there. And then I do my workout. Everybody in the gym like, oh, you hear that? You heard it. What you gonna say? What you gonna do? I'm like, bro, I'm working out. Like I'm not worried about it right now. Yeah. So I leave. So as I get to the crib, I'm getting in the shower and all of that. I'm going to record another one. But as I'm getting ready, everybody starts sending me the second song.
Oh, God.
Oh, he doubled down.
Yeah, he went back to back.
He did too. So I'm with the family, a couple of the homies, and everybody was like, yo, he dropped another one. So I'm like, no, let's go. Like, we gotta go. We gotta get out. Like, we gotta go to the studio. We left. I went in there, and that's when I dropped Checkmate, and I just went in there and just was having fun with it, trying to respond, accordingly to how he was, putting his songs together, and that's what came out of it. And it was fun, man. It was cool. People to this day think we got beef.
We know it ain't.
And I mean, like, granted, like, see, I'm a hip hop head, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to like situations like these, like, the G Units and the Rockefellers and the Bad Boys, like, that's real. Those are real problems. Like, people done got killed and in jail and all this other stuff. So I'm not too well versed in the hip hop NBA side of like how y'all battle.
I'll put it like this.
So I wasn't sure, like, is there an actual issue between, like, if you saw Dame, would there be like?
I saw him I saw him after that, and we was cool, chopped it up.
Okay.
Every time we play Portland is all love. It's nothing. It was music. It was something that has never been seen, has never been done, and I think it was good for rap in the hooping side, but it hasn't been done. So it was definitely something that that I enjoyed doing. And then we ended up doing a song right after that. So
I was about to say, like, I think the cool part about that is like y'all connected, y'all did the song afterwards. It was dope. Yeah. And what makes it really fun is that a lot of times we rap fans, most of the time rappers don't go at each other no more. They're scared to. Yeah. But I think like
everybody's family,
is political stuff, all the stuff. Right. And I think like the competitive nature as you guys as hoopers first kind of made it like, like we gonna go at each other, but like it ain't no beef. Like it's just because it's the sport of hip hop. It's the sport of basketball.
For sure. It's all love, man. Every time I see him, is what's up. He doing stuff that I'm trying to do. On the hooping side, with the music. So it's like there's respect there. So it ain't nothing more than that.
And speaking of music, I'm not sure. I mean, you probably heard of it, but like J. Cole out in the NBA Africa League. Obviously one of the best rappers out right now. Just thoughts on that, him crossing over into your world.
I love it, man. It's inspirational just because he's doing what I'm trying to do, but flip. For him to be the artist that he is, and to have that dream of being a professional athlete and being able to follow through with that dream and do it. It's great to see. And that's like in the position I am right now, and with the hooping, with the music side, I'm trying to be where Cole at, and for him to do that and step into that, it's like, okay, if he's doing that, now like I can do the same thing, kind of, follow, my dreams and the things that I love to do as well. So I'm happy for him, man. I'm glad he went down there and did what he did. That's Puma gang. We be both on Puma, so it was
shout out Puma, always showing love.
But it was great to see, man. I was happy to see that.
I like to ask the young guys this top five. Yeah. Give me a top five.
Rappers.
Top five rappers.
Wait. Dead or alive or just alive?
We doing rap?
Dead or alive. Yeah, we're doing it right. Yeah, we're doing it right now. We're doing it right now because he in the flow right now.
No, it's no order.
I'm gonna go with Jay-Z.
Good one.
Jay-Z, Nas.
Yeah, 2 for 2. You got that?
Yes.
I would say Rakim.
Oh, Rakim. Okay.
3.
Wise beyond the years. I like that.
This boy from New York.
I grew up with my dad bumping all these rappers, so I just grew to love them so much.
Yeah.
Who else? That was 3.
Yeah.
3. You got Jay, Nas, and Rakim.
Gotta go Tupac.
Okay, Pac. All right.
Okay, I like this.
Gotta go Tupac in there.
I like this.
I'm curious about his 5.
I was about to say,
because he threw it back.
Your top 5 is really good.
I know the top 4. He's already good.
The top 4 is already good. Like I'm already buying the album when it drops, Marvin. Like just when I know that, like this is where your head is at.
Yeah, exactly.
You get my streams. You get my streams.
What's the last one?
The last one I would have to throw in. you gotta you gotta have Biggie in there. Like you
There
can't.
we go. All right.
There we go.
Marvin's good with me, man. Marvin is
Listen.
good with me.
Hove,
That's
Nas, Big, Pac, Rakim.
Good with me.
He's from New York.
That's like the Infinity Stones of
Right, like you go with me, Marv.
Man, this
Yeah,
is
I mean, you go with me, sir. I fuck with that, man. I fuck with that. That just goes to show like what you've listened to, what you know, what your influences are. And that's great to hear, especially from the young guys.
Word up.
Really
so you're only, what, 23, 24? 22?
22.
22.
That's even crazy.
Only 22 years old. Your top five is...
Because I was waiting for Drake.
No, listen.
I was waiting for Future.
I was waiting for Drake and Lil Wayne to pop up like everybody does. But
Weezy ain't a bad one now.
now that you're working on the music, the season's over, you got a little bit more free time on your hands to really kind of hone in on the music side. Talk to me about it. Talk to me about like the recording process and how it kind of differs from getting ready for a season and getting ready to drop some music.
For me, it's a process for me. I like to think through what I want to put out. Like if I want to put out a song or if I want to put out a project, I like to have a story behind it, a thought, a theme of what I want to touch on in this project. And the next project I'm going to be releasing is called Marv versus Marv 2. I already did one of them, but it's going to be the second one of that. And basically, it's just.
I heard you got a little Dirk on the project. A little Birdie told me.
Yeah.
You got Dirk on there.
I got a lot, man. I got a lot of features that be hot for the summertime. But yeah, I just like to have things around my projects and go in there and I used to start writing before I went to the studio, but now I'm at a point where it's like I can go in, hear a song, and just go in the booth and just kind of fill it out, mumble some stuff. Mm-hmm. And really whatever's on my mind, whatever's in my heart, like whatever I feel at the moment, that's what's going to come out. And I think that's how I've been doing it recently, and it's been my best music. So that's really my whole process and how I approach music in the off season. I like to plan it out ahead of time and just really put it together. So I'm excited about what's to come.
What process do you enjoy more? Preparing for an NBA season or preparing for a new project?
Obviously, man, my season, NBA season, that's above, everything. Yeah. I love basketball. I've been playing basketball since I was 5-6 years old. That's my number one priority. Right. But as far as when I'm done with practice, when I go to practice, when I do everything I need to do my lifting and stretching, everything, I get that out the way, do it and do it at a high level. When I leave there, I go record. I mean, that's my life. That's a part of my life. And a lot of people question how I'm able to do both, but it's just, I've always done both since I was
going to ask, how long have you been rapping? Is it always been a thing or is that new?
Oh, for sure. I've been rapping since I was 5-6 years old. Like,
really?
So it was hand in hand.
Yeah, like that's why it's not like a new thing for me to be able to do both, because I always would go practice when I was younger and then go home and just start writing. Or just after I'm done my homework, start writing raps.
I was about to say.
Because the homework was there. I was in trouble if I didn't do the homework. I had to keep my grades up. But,
so you've been writing since you were 5 years old. Do you remember the first bar you ever wrote?
My name is Marvin.
My dad used to, like I said, play Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, all in the car, and I was a little kid, and I'm in the back like, yo, this is tough. Like this is going crazy. And I would try to go write and try to sound like that and try to like mock how they sounded and try to make it my own. And that's still how I do today. But obviously I grew into myself and my life experiences. So it's different. But that was growing up. Those people were, like the ones that I was listening to.
Is there a connection with music with your father? Did he do anything in music, or was?
He's just a fan.
Was he an artist, or
he was just a fan? Like he was just a fan of. He rap, like he did a little bit of rapping. Like he writes. When I was younger, he used to rap his raps that he wrote. But I think he was just a big music fan, and I've always been a music fan. I don't remember the time of me not loving music. So it's always been there in my life. So it's like I said, when people ask like how you able to manage being in the NBA and trying to be a rapper, it's like I always have, I've always done that. So it's like it's not different.
It's nothing new. It's not.
Yeah, it really is. It's not. Yeah, it's not a new thing for me. I'm not doing it because I might just have time, or I'm free. It's just like I really put my time into it. When I'm not hooping, and I study it, and I try to, put quality, music out.
You know what I think it is? I feel like, when we were growing up, it was almost kind of looked down upon when like NBA players would try to rap or whatever. But I feel like in the past like 15 years, maybe between like yourself, Shumpert, Dame Lillard, a handful of guys, they've shown that they've had some real talent and some real skill, and they've actually like, put some real respect behind it. It's not like a money grab. It's not like, I'm not saying Shaq was doing no money grabs, because Shaq had bars. Like Shaq, this song's Biggie, all that type of stuff. But I felt like when I was growing up, if somebody was a popular basketball player, it'd be like, hey, you want to rap, sir? Let's throw you on a rap album and let's make it happen. But guys like yourself, this is kind of like the effect of being like hip hop kids. Like you're talking about your dad, like playing rap music growing up when he was little, and like now we just have a whole generation of kids who only know like rap music.
And like and Marvin, like I'm gonna be like really, really transparent with you. Like me and my man Jake was talking before we got on, and like he was like, yo, Marvin and Dame, like, cause I'm not in that world. So like I know hip hop, I know like that shit. I don't know the sports, the rap shit. And I'm like, yo, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, I want to talk with this nigga about NBA and like that's, I like that. I don't give a fuck about that, what these niggas is doing. But I'm just being honest with you. But like hearing you, how you break it down, and like your pops being an influence and your top 5 and your process and how much you loved it and 5 to 6 years old, now I can respect it. But before, I'm like, no, I didn't care for an NBA nigga rapping. I didn't care for Shaq. I didn't care for Kobe. I didn't care for
a lot of people did it.
And that's what I'm saying.
I
didn't
give a fuck about that. Jump over.
For sure. And that's why it's like I respect that, because it's like you being 100. But that's like a lot of people now to this day is like when they hear it or they find out I make music, like whatever, like nah, it's whatever. Like, but like I really do this. Like it's not like like I said, I don't just have free time on my hands. I just go record a bunch of BS. That's why I really want to put. Use my platform, not with just hooping, but with the music to influence as many people as I can while I'm here. And that's really the main goal for me, is why I do it. And not only for the love of it, but just to, help as many people as I can that might need it. You know what I mean? Like myself. Because me hearing Jay-Z, J. Cole, Drake, they might not have understood it, but hearing what they was rapping about and hearing like their life stories is like, damn, like I'm kind of going through the same stuff that they're going through. Now, obviously not at that level, but it's like, okay, I can relate to that. So it's like now for me to be able to do that and try to make music to relate to other people, that's my only goal, you know what I mean? And that's why I do it and have fun with it.
I respect it, my nigga. You got a new fan tonight.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I was going to ask, do you have a rap name or is it just Marvin?
It's just Marvin Bagley, right?
No, it's MB35.
Oh, MB. Oh, my fault.
See, you see?
My fault for jumping the gun.
Hold on, you see? Now they don't know it's Marvin. You know what I'm saying? So now they could separate that and be like, this MBG guy, he dope. And then it's Marvin. He's like, he plays in the league too.
So you said you got a lot of people on the album. I know you're shooting the video with Dirk in a little bit, but I'd love to know who else you got on that record, man. I'm really interested in that.
I mean, it's still in the works. But as of now, got A Boogie.
Okay.
Nice.
I told you he's from New York. He's from New York. He is from New York, bro.
A Boogie.
Yeah, by telling him from your top 5 in A Boogie.
Low key, he's
we'll adopt you whenever you want to come uptown.
Oh yeah, no, Dirk, A Boogie. I'm working on a couple more. I don't want to say them right now, but until it's full finish. But yeah, just names like that. It's gonna be a fun summer album, summer project to put out. So I'm excited about it.
So a lot of times when you're in the studio, especially when you're still kind of like creating and it's still kind of new, when you collaborate with other people, you see their process and you're just like, wow, like I think I'm doing it, but this dude is incredible. Like, have you had that sort of moment yet with anybody in the studio?
It's actually funny that you brought that up, because my first moment when I said that I used to write my stuff before, and then Rapid. I was with Shump when he was on the Kings. We was teammates.
Shout out Shump, that's my guy.
Yes, that's my guy. I pulled up to his house. He had the studio set up, and we record. Like he had the beat. He put up beats, and I remember I'm sitting there. It's me and him, and nothing was. It was just a beat, and he's listening. Like I'm over here writing. Like I'm writing what I'm about to say. Like I'm trying to vibe to it, but I'm writing. And I remember not even 10 minutes, and he's like, "All right, I'm good."
Nigga said what?
Wait, what? Excuse me?
You good? Like, what you mean you good? Like,
we done?
Like, yeah. So like he was like, "No, I'm good. Let's go." So he put the headphones on, and he literally did his verse, and like he did a hook, and I'm like, "Damn!" Like I'm sitting right now. He didn't really like write nothing like that. Like he was mumbling, like vibing, and I'm like, okay.
It's like when you cheat on a classmate.
So that day, I was like, okay, nah, like, and I gotta like really try to get a vibe and feel how to be in touch with the music and just go from there. Because after that, I was like, yo, that's crazy. And ever since then, I'll just go in there and just whatever, like I said, whatever come out. And that was my moment where it was like, okay, that's a different process that I haven't seen, and that's kind of what made me change to the way I am now. And like I said, shout out to my guy Shump.
But it's crazy that you say that because, like, I was watching an episode of The Shop with Hove and
Yep. Shout out gang.
And they took us back to like the Backstage era, then the Black Album, that Black Album movie, and him talking about niggas not writing. Like when they created What More Can I Say? Remember they was pulling up all the beats, Guru was playing the beats, whatever. He was like, he heard the beat, and it was like 5 to 10 minutes. And I never forget what he said. He was like, I let the door open and let God come through. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like sometimes like shit just hits you like out of nowhere.
Sure.
So it's like that. So I'm thinking like that might be how it is with you. Like just give me the beat, give me a pad or just let me just sit and let me just go and just rock.
No, absolutely. It's because some days I go in, I listen to a beat, I go in and try to record, and it's just like nah, like I don't like
you don't feel it.
It ain't there today. Like I'm not gonna force it.
Yeah.
But then other times it's like I hear it, and then it's okay. Like I get a little vibe, and then just ideas just pop in my head, and I just build on it, and it just. At the end of the session, I got a whole song.
It's like intellectual throw up. Like you just like it's like intellectual vomit. Just start coming out.
Ideas come in and it just and it just comes out. And then it's crazy because sometimes I'll hear a beat that I don't like. Like I don't really like the beat. Like I hear it, don't like it, don't do nothing with it. And then a week, 2 weeks later, I hear the same beat that I didn't like, and I love it. And it's like. It's weird because like certain moments, certain times of the day, or certain like days is like when you come back to something and if it's a beat that you ain't like, you all of a sudden like it and you can do something with it. And then once the song is finished, you're like, damn, I ain't even like this beat at first. Right. There's different feelings you get, each time you go to. Well, for me personally, each time you go record, each time you step in the booth, is different vibes you get. So. It's definitely a process, and I love going through that process. It kind of helps me deal with, the basketball, all the everything that comes with being a professional athlete, the stuff that I see on a day-to-day basis, the things that I'm around. It just helped me deal with that and talk about it. So, I'm gonna keep doing it till I can't do it no more.
Is there anybody out there that you want to collaborate with that's like, man, I got to get into the studio with this? Whether it be a producer, artist, who is it?
I mean, producer-wise, I would love to work with Pharrell.
Oh.
You got an old soul, man. You sure you 22?
Bro, I'm cool with this nigga, bro. Like,
He's not 22.
I'm cool with this nigga not 22,
He's
bro.
35 from New York.
This nigga 36 from the tri-state area.
He ride the 4 train.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pharrell's like definitely like, before I stop with the music, just whether it's a song, project, or whatever, I want to do something with Pharrell. Artist wise, Cole I want to do something with Cole, Drake.
I feel like y'all would learn a lot from each other, being that
think
y'all
so.
trying to like cross paths.
I haven't had a conversation. Actually, I talk to him every now and then, but I haven't had that conversation with him yet about how it is to be doing that, and for him being J. Cole and going into a whole different world that's not familiar. I definitely will want to sit down and chop it up with him and just see how he approached it, and that'll definitely be a dope conversation.
Just make like a trade with him. Like, look, I'll work out with you, and you take me to the studio.
Eve, if you watching,
I know
Eve,
you.
if you watching,
hey man,
we got a thing right here,
work out with
man.
me. I'll help you with your jumper, and I'll go to the studio with you to even trade.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Love
It works.
to see it, man. So Marv vs. Marv 2, that's dropping this summer. It's looking like it's dropping this summer.
Yeah, summer, July 30th.
Awesome.
July 30th is the date. Like I said, we still, fixing a couple things, working on it, but it's July 30th is the set date as of now, and I'm excited for it.
Yes, sir. Well, Marvin, we appreciate you pulling up, man. Congratulations on everything. Continue to keep good health, man. Looking forward to seeing you next year in Sacramento. And whenever you feel like coming to New York, I won't boo you so hard. All right.
I appreciate that.
He's from the block. He's gonna be.
Nah, he's right here. He's already in New York, nigga. Like,
I'll see him when I get uptown.
appreciate you, Marv, man. Be good, man. Be safe out there, brother.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, man. Take it easy, brother.
You too.
That was Marvin Bagley, the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I wasn't here for that rapper Dame. I wasn't here for that shit. I was talking to Jake and Eddin before y'all got here.
Took you a minute.
Yeah. I was like, but hearing that top 5, and then hearing like his influence and his father's influence, I'm like, all right, cool, I can respect that.
Yeah, man. There's everybody got some interesting stories to tell.
But I definitely wasn't here for that.
That's all it is. But
now I'm.
Aren't you glad we did it live?
I'm glad. Yeah. No, but I'm being honest.
Kaz said, "Hey, Lo, you should probably try this. It'll be good."
And it worked out.
Go higher, bro. I'm always resistant on some shit. But back to the fact that Rosy came on his podcast and turned it up.
Let's turn it back up. Come on.
Let's get back to Rosalita.
Oh, that's what Jazz calls me.
That is your name, ain't it?
Jazz calls me. She's like, Rosalita.
So Kaz hits me and says, "Yo, who do you think would be a good chick to have onto the podcast?" Like,
y'all didn't say me. Don't lie.
No, I can literally show you the conversation.
This is what all females do though when they want. Don't lie.
No, we didn't. We really didn't think of any other women.
We had like maybe like 3 or 4, but like all the girls that we thought of.
What other girl do we think about?
No. Listen.
Fell right into the trap.
All the girls that we thought about were already on shows.
That sucks. So I was
like, it was like, all right, like she got a show, bet she got a show.
Rosie ain't doing shit.
But we're thinking one. Well, yeah, that one that. But we're also thinking who knows us, like who knows me, like I know you.
Yeah.
Who knows you, like you know me.
Yeah. And who would keep the comfort?
Who would keep the comfort level, and who would know the jokes, and who would understand, and who would be sensitive, and who would know how to talk music and all this other shit.
I think what it is that they knew who was the man for the job.
Huh?
Wow.
What?
Who was the man for the job?
No. Oh my God. Not man.
Yo, you hear your man's
No.
Damn.
Yo, you hear your man's
Don't listen to that.
Oh, that's wild.
No, I'm trying to cut it out.
Even I wouldn't say that. That's crazy.
Wow.
Definitely.
Wow. Not the woman for the job.
That's
wow.
That is
I'm not that clever.
No, you said it blatantly, bro. Niggas said like, well, we all know who the man is.
My flowers are burying me. What the fuck?
That's crazy,
Y'all
yo.
digging a hole or giving me flowers? I don't get it.
I was trying to give you flowers until Thickums over here came over here. It was talking
I
crazy.
definitely did it on purpose. It was too sweet. It was too sweet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Listen,
I went and got your fucking vegan food, bro.
Don't talk about my vegan
what?
food like that. We had vegan food together before you guys.
I went and got it for you, and that's how you talk about me.
You had
What you
salad?
got? Some soy?
Salad?
Was it salad?
Yeah.
Some Thai?
It was like some soy
How the fuck
shit.
is vegan? How's salad vegan?
Because
There's a
the
bunch
chicken.
of vegan spots around
It's a terrible
here.
question.
They're all
Well, first of all, there's a bunch of vegan in the dressing. Like the dressing is vegan, and so is the chicken.
Okay, all right.
Continue.
Yo, all right, Thickums. Anyway, so yeah, we were having a conversation like, yo, Rosie would be the best person. And first episode, she came in hot, having a good time, this, that, and the third. And
I also did not play hard to get.
This is true. It was a 2 text conversation.
Yeah, it really wasn't that. Yeah, it really wasn't that hard. Like,
I did not play hard
they
to
was like,
get.
Rose, you want to come up?
She didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't negotiate.
It was Step Brothers. Yeah.
She was like, yo, am I getting paid? Like, she was like, nah, I'll be there. I'm like, all right, cool.
I ain't doing shit. I'll
So
be
we
right
brought
there.
Rosie on the show, and then 2 weeks
Well,
later,
I
we all
wasn't
got
supposed to
COVID.
be on this show. I wasn't supposed to be on this episode.
Pants, bro.
What's wrong with my pants?
What are you?
Nah, those are top 3 of the worst pants you've had on.
What are you?
We gotta do a
wearing?
compilation of Kaz's
Top three.
pants.
We have a
What are
compilation
you
of
wearing?
that I've worn. I almost wore
someone-
some.
Those were
Someone
What
make it.
are you? What are those, my nigga?
I was this
Top
close from
three.
wearing.
those?
I was this close from wearing some skinty tinty tight pants today.
Those ain't skinny.
They were worse than
No,
that.
he said today.
Oh, they worse.
They're worse than that. Yeah.
But you can agree this is top 3.
It was pretty. That's pretty egregious.
yo.
Not gonna lie. Like this.
Hey, yo, Kaz leans
the
in,
open
bro.
spread. I'm serving so much balls right now. I'm serving big balls right now, bro.
Ew.
Look how Lowkey is onto the side so we don't catch COVID, but we
Like,
did.
Keep them tight ass.
No.
niggas away
First
from
off,
me.
I'm staying away from y'all niggas because y'all look crazy. Second, I'm staying away from y'all niggas because y'all had COVID.
I wasn't supposed to be there. No, this wasn't the episode.
this is
we
the
got
first- no,
COVID.
it's the first
I
one.
came
This
in
is the
to
first
watch, and y'all were like, "Fuck,
Yeah,
grab
you
a
did.
mic."
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
did. Yeah.
I looked.
You weren't
nuts.
there for the
Y'all were like,
episode.
"Come
Yeah.
on."
You weren't there.
It's
for
like,
that.
all right, cool, fuck it.
Good old Bleecker, where we all got COVID. The COVID had COVID.
Where all y'all got COVID. Where all y'all.
that shit again.
Nigga said we're not going back to
we
Bleecker, bro. Nah.
But to
We
be
can't
fair,
blame the place.
Nah, we can't. Nah,
But we
nah,
could
of course
blame
not.
the Lions then Lowkey.
No.
Wow.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Trying to back him up. No, nigga. Bleecker was where it happened.
white man.
Bleecker was where it happened. If we want to keep it funky, it was not Lions Den. It was Bleecker.
So put it on.
What were
people
what
who
were
came
we
in.
reading?
Nigga, we're there because of you.
I don't know what we were reading. I think we're reading questions. Maybe. But
I feel like we should go through comments or something. It's the 100th episode.
No, you go through comments. I'm not going through
We
comments.
don't want, we don't
I can
wanna
see if
go
there's
through
comments on this one.
We should do
we
something.
can go.
I know the comments on this one will not be nice.
Let's see.
Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because now I'm gonna get upset, and my blood pressure's gonna rise, and I'm gonna say something disrespectful. No, let's not do that.
It's not. It's definitely not going to be about you. I know that.
I know it's not, but it's like I'm gonna defend my friends.
Episode was fun. I really enjoyed
Which one?
the racial draft.
That was my favorite.
That was good. I love
Y'all
that
didn't
one.
get to me, but
I
that
love
was my
that one.
favorite.
I love that one.
I love the.
I'm sorry. This comment is
I
kind of
think
funny.
what's that?
Couldn't get Rory, so you get Rosie instead. I see what
Wow. Yeah, because a ginger man and a Hispanic woman are so similar.
Wow.
It's the name.
Like they
Rosie?
look alike.
Damn.
Like come on. The name. Like
The both say
God.
the same, and when like
think
one
that's what it
calls
was?
it
It was
against the
just-
other.
I think I think the episode that really
Yeah, which episode?
before
should
she
I pull
came
up?
on, I think the episode that really took us or put us in people's view was the gay conversation.
Gay convo.
What was the gay convo?
Yes, we were
So you
talking
can pull that
Oh, I
up.
saw that one. I remember.
Yeah, the gay
when gay men
convo.
compliment you?
Yeah.
Yes, we
That
saw-
was and like I think someone from Pose on FX
Yeah,
retweeted
shout
us.
out Pose. Love that show. It's the star of the show too that retweeted it.
okay,
and was
okay.
just like, man, this is great. I wish more cisgender men.
Because
thought like
everyone
this.
thought
That you
we
was
thought-
gonna-
when I started going,
They thought it
everyone
gonna
was
say,
like, "Oh, this is gonna end so bad."
I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
Because I don't think you knew me really well at that time,
No.
so you didn't know where I was going.
You know, and I
Nailed
watched
that
that
shit.
episode. That was before I was on the show, and I watched that, and I was like, I agree with you to a certain extent because lesbian women are way more aggressive than gay men.
Yeah.
Well, this is true because lesbian women are just straight
Yeah,
men.
They're way more aggressive. So they'll compliment you. You're like, I love a compliment for a woman instead of a man, right? But
Yeah.
then they're like, after that, they're like, "Argh, ah." They're mad aggressive.
There's a line when it comes to lesbian women, right?
There's some that
Like-
are very sweet and just there's some that are just like aggressive. They have a name. I think they're called AGs. Correct me if I'm wrong.
AG. What's AG?
I don't know. I have a
Aggressive
friend that,
girls?
There's terms for this. Shell's taught me all these terms.
Oh, shout out to my nigga Shells.
There's terms for this.
Aggressive girls.
yeah, it's just,
I don't know, but
yeah,
they're
AG is just aggressive.
they're AGs, so they're just aggressive.
It's just aggressive girls. I guess.
Butch girls.
a thug gay girl.
Yeah.
What?
A thug gay girl.
A fun gay
A
girl.
thug.
Thug.
A thug.
And this is from
Yeah,
Urban
it's-
Dictionary.
they're
Yeah,
very-
let's get off of this.
Speaking of Urban Dictionary, you know what word I learned this week?
What?
And I think we can all relate to it. I learned the word cheugy.
Cheugy? Spell it.
Cheugy.
Cheugy.
Spell it.
It's I think you can Google it.
CHUGY.
CHEWGY.
What does it mean?
Cheugy.
Cheugy.
What does it mean?
Oh boy.
Why do you know this word and what's the concept?
Cheugy is
Let's talk about Cheugy.
internet neologism coined in 2013, which in 2010 became
Who invented this word?
used by millennial bloggers to describe what they perceived as Generation Z's membership negative opinions.
So somebody white invented
Use
this.
it in a sentence.
Somebody white invented this.
Use it in a sentence.
Guys, listen. We're being Cheugies right now.
Oh boy.
How?
If there was any other moment to know that me, you, and you are all washed, Cheugy is the word. Cheugy is a word.
What's wrong with wash?
Cheugy.
Cheugy was a word pretty much invented by Gen Zers and TikTokers to describe
White folks.
Not just white folks.
I'm about to text a 21-year-old, my 21-year-old brother.
So all right, so you're saying Cheugy is another way of saying you're washed?
No, Cheugy is like, can you click on that New York Times story?
It's like cringy.
It's
So say
it's cringy stuff that millennials do. We're millennials.
So say cringy.
No, it's not cringy.
You're not getting my money
because we're
here,
old and
I
washed
just
up.
text someone, my 21-year-old brother. I'm like, what is a Cheugy? And if he doesn't know, it's white.
The opposite of trendy, stylish in middle school and high school, but no longer in style.
Also, Kaz,
I'm not saying this.
why did you learn this?
Yeah, like where were you at?
Right.
What conversations were you having to
This is
learn
my
this
question.
term?
A lot of my work has to do with keeping up with the young kids and what's popping and the
Bro,
the
you
whole
work at MSG in
general
Spring Hill.
and the Gen Z kids. Yes,
You work at MSG. What motherfucker is using Cheugy at MSG?
I'm right on the prefaces of the 1835 demographic. Like I'm right
Monica
there. Like,
McNutt is using Cheugy.
No, I didn't learn from
Khaled
Monica.
is using Cheugy.
Listen,
Maverick Carter is using
Is
Cheugy.
Walt Frazier using?
Walt Frazier using Cheugy.
no.
Who are you talking to that's
Because
using
we're all
Cheugy?
Cheugy. That's the thing.
No, we're all washed. We're all
Cheugy.
washed.
No.
I'm not cringeworthy.
Why do I feel like this is like a slur?
No, the fuck I'm not.
Listen.
I'm not cringeworthy.
Listen.
I'm not chiming.
I'm
in.
offended here.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
We're
nigga, your
Cheugy.
clothes selection is
Listen,
Cheugy.
I know I'm Cheugy.
Wow.
That's the point. I'm not trying to put you down, Lo. I'm trying to tell you. This is what the kids are saying about us.
Cringeworthy.
This is what
No,
they're
no,
saying.
Hey, you know what we say about them?
Fuck them
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
Shouts to Mike Jordan.
Fuck
Wow,
them
we're
kids.
getting all
Fuck
for
them
100.
kids.
That's what we say
It's
about
a generation
them.
war right going on right now.
Fuck them kids.
We all have the uncomfortable point in our life when we are not the young, strapping kids
See, all right,
anymore.
I'm gonna say this.
That was gone
I'm gonna
a
say
while
this.
ago.
I'm gonna
It's
say
gone, no, but it's long.
No,
when I
I'm
saw this word, Cheugy.
hold on.
Cheugy.
Hold on.
Feels-
Hold on. I'm not there. I hate when people say that. We have that uncomfortable part in our life, this and the third. No. What happens is we're aging gracefully
Low.
and understanding
He said
the
low.
fucking the landscape.
He said low.
No, because I hate that shit. It's like,
What are you gonna
yeah,
say,
we're
guys?
old. Yeah, we're
I got
wi-"
some
Yo,
news for
my
you,
parents
buddy.
never said that. Yo, my
said
parents
low.
and their friends never said that we're old, we're washed. It's like,
Yeah.
they never said that. The shit I hate, this is what I hate about sometimes with you.
What?
Sometimes with you.
Let it out for
Don't take it
100.
personal.
No, because it's like, yo,
Keep it too,
yo.
Virgil.
Oh, he put his dog down.
No, because I don't like that.
Good.
I don't know. I don't like that. I don't
my
like
dog.
that. I don't like that.
My dog.
I understand that everything's like there's cooler shit going on. There's a lot of shit that we don't understand, and that's fine. And it's like we can give props to these young kids and like this new movement or whatever the case is without tearing ourselves like, oh, we're old, we're washed. No, nigga, we did what we did. We had our fun, and now we're seasoned, and now we're going on to better things that these kids are gonna get to when they get our age. Fuck that, yo. We wash and we old, we cringy, we chew. Like,
Let me
nigga,
ask- let me
fuck
ask-
you. No,
well,
I'm aging
here.
gracefully.
We still here.
I'm aging
can I tell
gracefully.
you?
No, fuck
This is
that.
a very
No, fuck
Cheugy
that.
response.
No, it's not. No, because y'all biting into these young
Very
niggas.
Cheugy
Hey,
No,
Lo, hey, Lo,
no,
wait,
no.
hey, Lo, I have a
I don't
question.
like that. I don't like that. I
When
don't
you're
like
home,
that.
when you're
I don't
home.
like
These
that.
kids.
When you're home, what time do you go to sleep?
It depends what I'm doing.
That's fair.
It
Wait.
depends what I'm doing.
I don't think that was
Some
a fair
nights I'm
argument
cool and I go to sleep at 11. Some nights I might go to sleep at 5. I don't care. It depends what I'm doing. But all that, like, yeah, we old, we wash, we this, nah, y'all biting into that young nigga shit. Like, I got it.
Listen,
Nah, you good.
I hear what you say.
No.
I hear
Go
what you
ahead.
say.
Okay,
I hear what
good.
you say.
I'm good.
It's the circle
good.
of life, bro.
Right? No, I'm not.
I'm welcome.
Wait,
Kaz, I'm not
welcome
saying
being
Kaz,
Cheugy.
I'm
What
not.
was that word?
No,
I
no,
would never
no,
use that word,
No,
though.
I'm not. I'm never using that
Cheugy's
word.
trash.
That's it. That's fucking whack.
Cheugy's
Don't ever
fucking
bring that
trash.
word up here
They
on this show again.
As creative as y'all young motherfuckers are, that's what y'all
Cheugy,
came
like,
up
get the
with.
fuck out of here.
Cheugy?
Like, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, because that's a whack ass word. That's a whack ass cheugy.
Let me just say something. Suck my dick
To Cheugy.
means like
Yo, get out of here. Yo,
over this shit.
I'm over this shit.
he wants all young people to suck his dick.
No, it's not that. Yo,
He's not saying cheugy. Fuck that.
I love
Not
how
that
young
young.
people have their energy. I love how they recreate. I love
Suck
how
my dick is real.
I love how they create. I love how they do
You have
everything.
to tell him to suck your dick though.
But you're not gonna sit here and tell me I'm washed,
But
I'm
what you
cringy.
didn't have to do is say suck my dick.
suck my. Some of y'all little niggas suck my dick.
Oh my god.
Some of y'all little niggas, not all of them. But y'all not. But
He's
you're
not
not
even
gonna
saying the
But you're not
word
gonna
anymore.
go.
He's like,
There's a 14-year-old watching this video saying,
Wait.
ugh, so cheeky.
Right, and there's a 39-year-old nigga watching
Shitty as
watching what
him.
these young niggas do, be like, damn, like they don't think that's cool. Niggas, no, we're in two different worlds.
And there's somebody
Well,
watching
listen
this
to
video
me.
saying something irrelevant.
Well, listen to me. You're
I'm
my
sorry, I'm the
brother.
old man. Get off
You're
my
my
yard.
brother.
It's
I
for that
love you,
100
bro.
episode.
Get off
that's
my
fine.
yard.
If you use
You're my
cheugy,
brother and I love you,
let
bro.
him
Listen
fuck
to me.
himself. All right,
Listen to me.
don't
Listen to
fuck
me.
him.
Don't fight it.
I'm not
Don't fight
fighting.
it.
No, see, that's the
It's
thing.
the
This
circle
is what
of life, bro.
This is what I hate.
We clown
This is what
the
I'm
old
saying.
niggas
Wait.
before us.
It's
the
like
old niggas before
And
them
I knew
clown
no,
them, and so on and so forth.
Now it's our
This is
time.
where I'm coming full circle because I was wrong for doing.
You're not wrong. It's the
No,
circle of life.
no. I was wrong because it's like I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I didn't
And
relish.
now that you do, it's because
And
you're
now,
old and washed.
right? So like I respect it.
'Cause
So
we're
now,
washed.
like when the young niggas come in, like they don't know, they're cringy, they're cheugy. Like no, you're gonna understand it as you grow
Can you
older.
pull up the story on? There was a couple of stories that were on about. Cheugy.
I would have to pay for a New York Times subscription.
Not just that one. There was other ones. There was a couple other ones that I
I
saw.
don't want to hear about cheugy. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I'm
But
done.
like, I want you to hear this because it's like,
I'm a dazzle.
Oh, look at it. From
like-
CNET.
yeah,
Why do I
it's-
keep seeing? Wait, why do I
it's
keep
shit
seeing
like this. It's
Minions?
shit that we grew up on that I did not understand. That
I didn't
people
grow up on these little niggas.
It's like okay, the
Minions? I love the Minions.
Minions. Thank you. It's
I
like
love Minions.
I grew up on
they'll
Fraggle
see
Rock.
Minions like, oh, that's so.
I grew up
cute.
on DuckTales.
They don't
They'll
like
say-
Minions?
They'll say shit like, "Oh, this girl had like a live, laugh, love caption on her Instagram. So cheugy."
Cheugy
Yo,
means
if I-
something
yo,
that's off trend.
Back to my original question. Why do you know this?
Because I'm not cheugy. Okay.
But like
If I
what came
ever hear
about in
you,
your
yo,
life
if I
this
ever hear
week?
you hear that shit,
What
yo,
happened this
I'm in
week
the
that you were
know.
like, let me find out what
I
cheugy
don't. But you know what's funny? I don't
Somebody
think that
called you
hits your generation.
It doesn't.
it's
It
not
doesn't.
our generation.
isn't.
It's the
It's
generation
like-
after
So listen,
us,
listen,
bro. It's not
we're
my
hitting
generation.
early
What
2000s.
qualifies as cheugy, Lo? There's no hard and fast rule about what makes something cheugy. If you watch enough TikTok explain what cheugy
No,
is,
I don't.
Or check out the Instagram account Cheug Life, you'll run into examples that will start from a certain picture, the chevron pattern, anything that says girl boss on a graphic t-shirt, UGG boots, being a little too into Disney as an adult. If you ever
There is a such thing
bought
as
a
a
sign for
If you ever have merch from the office, Harry
Wow.
Potter.
I'm hurt.
In the heart.
I'm
You're all
cheugy.
feeling
Not
it.
the office.
You're all feeling it. Cheug Life.
Yo,
See
this
the
is
Cheug
so-
Life
yo,
Instagram.
this is
Click
why-
on
yo.
that.
That's what she said.
This is why, you know what? This is why these comments,
I'm hurt.
these slogans, these kids, this is why they get promotion. This is why, I'm tired of this shit, bro. Take this shit off.
Hey, yo,
I'm good.
if it's Star
Please.
Wars and Harry Potter, it also got to be South Park.
Please click on it.
Don't bring
click
South Park
on it.
into this shit. Do not bring South Park into
Yo, I hate pop culture.
This is like the South Park episode.
God, I hate pop
Look,
culture.
even
where
dogs are
Stan wakes
cheugy.
up and
Dogs are
everything turns to
cheugy?
shit.
Hold up.
Nah, yeah, you got to retire the deer.
Yo, you know what? I'll say this. You're a catalyst for this shit.
How?
Because you're
Hey, yo, my
bringing this
man.
shit up.
What?
You're making it a
I hate
conversation.
to see a girl boss winning. You know cheugy bitches.
Wait, cruises are cheugy?
Huh?
Cruises are cheugy?
Click on the picture.
Cruises
Let's
are
click
kinda
on
cheugy.
it. Cruises are especially
Yo,
cheugy.
I'm out.
Cruises
Yo,
are very
this
cheugy.
been the 100th episode of Say Less with Casual. I had a great time hosting with my friends here, but I'm not about to jump into this Generation XYZ, whatever the fuck y'all talking about with this nonsense. Like, I'm not doing this with y'all.
This is like ageism.
It is ageism. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it happens the peekaboo, the juicy on the back of the pants, that's big cheugy.
Never had it.
Big cheugy.
Never in my life.
You've never seen girls with juicy
No,
on their
I've
pants?
seen them, but I've
Well,
never
you
done
grew up in
that.
Staten Island, so I'm sure you saw that.
So you've never
This hurts.
No.
seen a girl with
No.
juicy on the back of her
No.
pants.
This
Really?
hurts.
Really?
It would have been
So
great.
like,
Really?
as the 100th episode, what else are we reading? Are we what are we doing here?
I thought we.
I think we should recap episodes and shit. I'm hungry.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry we got on this Cheugy.
Yeah,
podcast.
you
No, you're
brought
not.
this
That's
up.
nigga.
And
No,
we're
you're
trying
not.
to
You're
not-
Cheugy.
We're trying to
We're trying to go back down memory lane.
Fuck Cheugy.
You know what? You know what? Going back into episodes of the podcast is
What?
Big Chug.
Big
Very Cheugy.
It's not, yo, bro. Like stop.
It's all about moving forward, guys.
Like stop.
Never in the past.
No one cares about Cheugy anymore.
What
Wait,
is
so
that?
what's like old head lingo to y'all?
What's old head lingo to
Yeah.
me?
Jive turkey.
Whatever Kwame
Damn,
Brown.
That's old. Nigga, I'm old.
yeah.
Jive
No.
turkey.
That is.
Job turkey's like a generation, a couple generations before me.
Yeah. What's like a
Job
for
But
you?
like, what else will be old? Like, yo, son.
Son is old.
Son?
Yeah.
Son is
Son?
old.
Son is old.
Son is wild old.
Son?
dog.
Son is wild.
Wild
son.
old?
Wild. Yes.
Son?
Yes. I'm
Wild
34
Son
years
is
old.
wild old.
Yes,
He's
it
right.
is.
Nigga, we
Son?
still say it today.
Yeah, because you wild old.
Yes, we wild old. That's the point.
Bro, you're not even black.
That's the point.
Damn, I gotta be like that.
You're right.
Jake's like, you right?
Jake chose his battles.
But Jock is in the building, so he might be.
No, son is not old. Son is always gonna be
Son is
relevant.
not a black thing.
Yeah, it actually
I've
is.
never heard a white man say, "Hey, son."
Son?
And
Yes,
mean it like
son.
son.
No,
In
no,
the
no.
context of how
not
it's
to
said.
his biological son, though.
In the context of how it's said, not like, oh, you're.
He says it to his biological son, not like. Oh,
Yeah, so you call your friend son.
No, because I'm not a dick.
Dog.
What? Wow. So now black people are dicks
Who's son and their friends?
for using son.
It's not.
No, but not.
See, like this is
is
exactly
why you
why you
can't
don't need to
use
say it. That's exactly why. If I
don't say it 'cause I'm
if
not a
Cass
dick.
walks in and I say, yo, what's up, son? That's not a diss.
Oh, you sound like
No,
all
it's not
saying
this,
that though.
'cause You're
He
older.
said, "Because I'm not a dick."
Well, you've never said that to me in your life, though.
God.
Yeah.
We've said son to each
Yeah.
other.
You've never said, yo, what's up, son? You've never said that to me.
Bro,
Yeah.
we've said
What
that.
up, son?
But what if Cass said it?
no-
Son, we've
Well,
said that.
listen,
We've
listen,
said that. No,
listen.
Cass, don't do. Yo, you being real chuggy right now. Son,
Bam.
Yes.
We have said son.
You've never said, like, you would say in the midst of a conversation.
All right, so it's the same
You'd
thing.
be like, yo, nah, son, listen. Okay. I get that.
Exactly.
Same thing.
But
He
yo,
said that's
yo,
disrespect.
what's up, son?
No, he said that's a dickhead.
I've said that to you. I've said that to you.
You said I don't say
Eddin.
son because I'm not a dickhead.
No.
That's not what it
To my
means.
friends, I don't like if they're the same
What's-
age.
I'll tell you this. An
What's
old
wrong
white guy
with saying
says,
son?
If they're younger,
Because
I'll
white
say
people
son.
think it's biologically
Well,
like
I'm
my
like-
son.
I'm like 25. I'm not like.
oh, tell him.
Oh, he said
Tell
he's
him.
not chuggy.
He said, I'm young, bro. Y'all chuggy niggas.
not
Wait, are you 25?
I hope you ain't say niggas.
I was thinking about
He's sweating as shit. No, you know, he's sweating like shit. He's like, yeah, I was. Oh my God. I say
Oh,
son.
man. Chuggy.
We all say son. We all say son. Like I don't give a fuck.
Our guest today says sons because he's like,
Bro, like it's
35 from-
it's
from
naturally
Queens
in
or
our
some shit.
vocabulary, bro. And you don't even think about it.
You know why it's sad? You know why it's naturally in your vocabulary?
Let's hear
because
this
we're
shit.
old.
Because we old, bro. Like, what's
Oh,
so hard?
God.
Like,
That's not an old word.
Yo, this old narrative that you
We're
keep
old to
trying to be.
someone.
Yo, you keep. That's,
We're old to
all right,
someone.
everyone is old to somebody.
yes.
But
And
yo,
that
stop with
generation is
stop with the
up-
negative connotation.
I don't think it's negative. You know what? I'm embracing the
We're
truth.
old. No, we're
I'm
seasoned.
embracing the truth.
I hate that you learned
I'm
this
looking at
word,
this shit.
bro.
I see fucking
I
Starbucks.
really wish you didn't learn
Like
this.
This ain't y'all though at all.
Like this is none of that
is
shit is
not
me.
y'all.
None of that shit is me. None of that shit.
So, like Lo said, is white people.
That's
But it
all
is
white people shit.
Okay,
None of that shit is
Smirnoff.
us. None of that shit is us.
There has to be something.
Hummer.
Or maybe the Hummer.
Black Eyed
Why,
Peas.
Pinterest?
Not gonna front.
Really?
These egg lip balms, definitely
The little
chuggy.
lip balm, man.
That shit is definitely
I
chuggy.
love lip gloss
Bro,
and
that's
lip
not
balm.
that's not
Never
that's
had
not
them
our
with the
shit.
eggs.
That's not our
Next.
conversation, bro. And I'm mad that you know this.
Oh,
I'm mad at
I'm
the
mad that you
Minions.
know this.
I'm really mad at the fucking Minions. I love Minions.
Listen.
Sports
that.
bras a chuggy?
How I'm gonna work out?
The only thing this
right,
episode
I'm
is
good.
Giving
doing,
them a lot of free promo.
the only thing
Hey,
this
I-
episode is doing is
That's what I'm saying.
letting us know how chuggy we are.
No, let us know how you are, bro.
They don't
We're
even
not
watch this
chuggy.
shit. The people that use this word, this is dumb.
First off, they're gonna be like, "Why isn't this on TikTok?"
Hey, words are like
A
bullets.
dog is chuggy. That's
Words
crazy.
are like bullets.
So that's chuggy right there.
Let's laugh at that. South Park.
I didn't hear you. I was
Said,
walking.
words are like bullets.
Yo, first of all, okay, I'm
A
not
dog
gonna
is
talk about-
chuggy.
I'm not gonna get.
Those dogs.
I think the
yes.
dog's name is
Those
Those
chuggy.
dogs are very chuggy.
Those dogs are.
Mine's just black because
It's the black version of that one.
exactly, which makes it automatically cooler.
Your dog got a shirt on. Your dog is chuggy.
Automatically.
Your dog got a shirt on.
Chuggy shirt
Your
on.
dog is chuggy.
Come out.
Your dog is
Keep the
definitely
detail
chuggy.
low. Keep the detail though. Canada Pooch is the name of the.
Here.
Wow.
Oh, my bad, yo.
I'm so glad I didn't catch that.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna hand the dog off and not catch him, yo.
yo, Eddin, how much time are we running?
Yeah, that could have been a baby, bro.
I think it's time for us to go. I think it's time for us to wrap up. This 100th episode has gotten out of hand. And this is what I would expect for the 100th episode.
Yeah.
We had a great interview. Now we
I'm
dropping.
so mad he didn't catch her though. Like
We're dropping bitches all over the place.
Oh, okay. Come here, Onyx.
Cheugy treatment.
Yo, Brian. Booty, I'm so
What are you gonna do? Drop her dog?
Oh my God.
Now you gonna drop her dog now?
Booty, I'm so sorry. I didn't know he let go.
Yo, I can't wait to see the clips from this.
Onyx,
shit.
what's poppin', bro? You good? You got anything to say to the crew?
Booty, I'm sorry.
Bruh.
I didn't know he passed you.
All right, niggas. All right. What are we doing? Like all this, y'all having personal conversations with
All right,
these
sorry.
motherfucking
They're
bitches.
cute.
No fault, guys. Let's
All right,
let's
we're
Reel
not
it,
Kevin
reel
no
it back
more?
in, bro.
let's reset the combo. Let's reel us all back in.
Reel it back
reel it
in.
back in.
Hey, boo.
100th episode. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy ride so far. It's been a fun ride. This is the fun part.
Yeah, you should.
Did I get to thank y'all for
No,
bringing me on?
I don't think you have. But go ahead and talk to the mic and thank us. Look a little far away.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm still crying because I almost dropped Pooty. I didn't get to thank y'all. I love being on this podcast. I was just like Lo. I was fearful because I was like, I didn't think about it though. I just said yes and I didn't think about it.
Because you with your
Afterwards,
friends. That's why.
yeah. But then afterwards, when I started seeing comments, because I read comments and I respond, and after that, I was like, damn, maybe I wasn't ready for this shit. Because I really do like Lo. We just talk and we don't think about the like the only thing I do know not to say is names.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm very good at not using names and telling a story without the name. But other than that, I talk. And then I read the comments and I was like,
But people love you on this show.
They do.
they love hate.
You know, no, here's the thing. Here's the one thing I've learned about podcasts, right? They hate you when they don't say shit about you. Like when you're just a face in the room,
Yeah.
it's nothing. When you draw a reaction, it's good.
Something.
That's good stuff.
No, but I want to thank you, Kaz, because I've always wanted to do, I told you this before. I've always wanted to do something like this, but I didn't know how to start. And this was like the perfect just segue. Some of your sexist men that watch this show hate
Yeah, it's very
me on
sexist,
this.
yes.
They're like, why'd you run such a
92
bro podcast?
Yes, I remember
adding
that
a
comment
girl?
specifically.
Yes.
I remember that
I saw
comment
it on
specifically.
Apple.
I'm like, Jesus
It was
Christ.
like, why'd you run such a bro podcast with a girl? And I was like, well, first of all, I wasn't a bro podcast.
I'm like, this was a bro podcast?
No, it was.
It was
It was?
It was.
because it was two men.
It was.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Because like it was sports. It was one-sided relationship talk, and it was music, and it was just like us, like yo, we was on tour, this and the third. It was.
But it's like I can have those conversations.
No, you can't. But like before you got here, it was a bro podcast. It was just
Really?
us talking about our shit.
I mean, I wouldn't characterize it as a bro podcast.
No, it was a boys club podcast.
Y'all ruined the bro podcast.
But
putting
I
on
knew
chick.
I
I'm
knew
like,
that.
damn,
I knew that.
sexist.
So when you asked me, when you said, yo, who do you think as a girl would be great?
Lo, I know where this is going. No.
No,
And it's like,
I'm
all right,
actually
we'll give
giving
her
you.
a
Bro.
No, I'm
He's about to
actually
be like,
giving you.
a bro girl.
No.
I was actually trying to.
Rosie.
I was actually trying to
Let's
give you.
get Brosy on.
Brosy? Is that the name?
See, I didn't even say it. She said it.
No, my homeboy called me that one time when I put a boy.
Brosy's a funny. That's a shirt.
He's like,
I was actually trying to give her credit because she can walk that line of having a bro conversation, but providing color context for the women.
yes.
You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, yeah, Rosie is perfect for this shit.
Yes.
Like she can take the jokes, she can talk the music, she can talk personal experience or life experience, and it'll still add color for the women, but not be like so just like dainty and like, sassy or whatever the case is. It's like, yo, it's one of our niggas. But she is a woman that knows that other side that we don't tap into.
For sure.
So that's why she is an excellent addition.
I looked at our demographics. We had a 92% male listeners.
Because it was a bro conversation,
What is it now?
Kaz.
I think it's down to like 87. I think you've helped a lot of that. And honestly,
girls be telling me that all the time.
you're the
For
reason why
example,
girls tune into this show.
I commented on your other co-host,
Monica.
Yeah, I commented on her story.
Shout out Monica McNutt.
Man, I
She's a
like her.
beast.
She's so dope.
She's the
And
best.
she was like, I like how you hold it down. I was like, not like you hold it down. I'm like, I'm just with two doofuses that are my friends. Like, you really gotta hold
Four
it down.
doofuses.
Four
Damn.
doofuses, guys.
But I'm like, you really have to hold it down, and
Yeah.
you do that shit. And she was like, yeah, but still, you still hold it down. I'm like, you're
Nah,
right,
man,
but
my-
not like you.
Shout out to all the women co-hosts in the boys club or the boys.
I don't even want to call them co-hosts. I'll put it like this.
Host. I'm sorry. Host.
Yeah, like I'll put it like this. I love, as much as, talking with your boys is great or whatever, like, it is, you always need a good woman, in your circle, or even just working together, or just the fact that, like, a lot of the times when you just have a crew of people, the most thorough person in that group usually is a woman. A lot of times it's a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not afraid to say certain shit that we don't want to say. They're not afraid to do certain things that people don't want to do. Like they're always, they take charge. Like, it's really important to have like strong women in your corner, having your back, in your circle. So I'm always super appreciative of Rosy being on the show and just like giving her, what we talk to her about all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that people are starting to see like the Rosy that we talk to in group chats all the time and drink with and party with and all that type of shit. Same thing with Monica, who I adore.
When is she coming?
She's awesome.
her.
We'll have her on the show eventually.
I stalk her. I stalk her now.
She's popping, bro. She's popping, bro.
stalk
So
her now.
she's not doing SportsCenter or ESPN. We'll have her come through. Probably when the next season.
I started working out. I was like, hey, I will start next week.
By Sunday.
Shut up. But no, I mean,
You're an asshole.
I know I am.
speaking of which, I was at the Garden for game 2 though.
We
And we
saw
saw
that.
that.
As long
And
as I got that.
we saw that.
As long as I got
saw
that, I'm
that.
good.
We saw that.
I saw your
was
little,
that-
your
what
little
was that
suit.
energy
You had your
like
little business
in the
suit on.
garden?
Yeah. What was the energy like?
Listen,
Crazy.
5
I
minutes?
saw his
Listen,
Hey, fuck.
Yeah, 5 minutes left.
Tell 'em.
that was. I said this on multiple podcasts this week. I've seen Super Bowls in the city. I've seen World Series in the city. I've seen
Grammys,
every sort of event, All-Star weekends,
VMAs. Yeah.
VMAs. I've seen nothing. There was nothing
like that.
like that energy outside the Garden
Right.
I have ever seen
Right.
over a game 2 win
It doesn't matter.
of the first round of a series.
Right.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to Madison Square Garden, but our studio where we do
MSG's right.
studio where we do MSG PM is
Fuse
right
is
across
right
the
next to
street.
it.
Fuse is there.
Yeah.
Shout out Wheezy. She got her show on Fuse too.
Yeah, one time for Wheezy.
It's right across the street from the Garden. And as the game ended, they all just spilled out into the streets.
Yeah.
And we've been to 7th Ave multiple times. Tons of times. Dozens of times.
That shit was blocked.
I've never seen people shut down 7th Avenue. 7th Avenue was shut the fuck down. There were tens of thousands of people stopping trucks, stopping cars. They were doing
Did you know the Knicks
they were
won?
getting light in the
Hey,
middle. They were doing the
hey.
Go New York. I was just like over one game. Like I couldn't, me. I'm not gonna, I'm a huge Knicks fan. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still gonna be like, damn, this is a lot for one game.
Guys, if you was outside though, if you was on the other side, you would have.
Dog, I was
been right
pressed
there.
up to the glass like,
Yeah.
yo, this shit is.
If you was on 7th Ave, you would have been getting light.
I think it had to be a combination of the pandemic, a combination of 8 years since the first Knicks victory, combination of the comeback from that specific game, Trae Young talking his shit. You know what I mean? It was so much like this right here. There were literally tens of, it felt like TRL. There was like thousands of people in the street just going insane, yo. So man, shout out to
This is so funny that this moment, this time comes at the 100th episode because I know how much this means.
This is the
to
cash
you.
show.
Right, but I know how much this means to you. One, just as a personality. Two, as a Knicks fan.
Can I tell you straight up?
What?
Best night of my career.
And I
Best night of my career.
and I've always said this to you. And I've always said this to you. I'm like,
this is where I've always wanted to be, right here.
I'm like, yo, bro, just get him in the Garden, get him courtside, get him alongside Walt Fred, like get him in that area, and to see you during this time when the Knicks are flourishing and the city is alive and pandemic is kind of like wavering off, and now like you're in the studio at Fuse, calling the playoff games, got your own show. Like, this is amazing to see. Like, I am one of the biggest Knicks haters ever because what they did to my father.
Even your small grinchy heart.
But even my small inkling right here,
2 sizes.
I'm like, hold on. Before I continue this hate, before they lose or whatever the case is, I gotta make sure he know how happy I see him and I see the city of New York. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all niggas a lot of shit, but this is fun to watch.
I'll tell you what.
This is fun to watch.
I have done a lot of stuff in my career, whether it's writing, hosting, producing this show, all this other stuff. Big shout out to the New York Knicks. Big shout out to Madison Square Garden Network. They've taken me in like one of their own, and I'm not classically trained like the Bill Pitos and the Alan Hahns and the Mike Breens of the world. They just saw me and was like, we need that energy for us. And it's still a pinch me moment when they say stay tuned with Kaz and Monica after every game. I'm like, oh shit. These are people I've watched literally my entire life watching these games.
That shit is dope, man. Congratulations.
No matter what happens with this series, I'll go on record and say this. No matter what happens with this Knicks and Hawks series, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy for these moments. I'm so happy that you guys, I could share these with you. Yeah. I'm so happy that, I could kind of come here and talk freely about it, with this podcast that we've built for the past year and change. And the best is yet to come.
I wish I could just.
The best is yet to come.
I could just say it.
For the Knicks or the
wish I could
podcast?
just say both. I wish I could just say it.
Can't say shit.
But nah, it is what it is.
Can't jinx anything.
100.
Don't jinx nothing, but the best is yet to come.
Nah, not at all. You know what I mean? 100th episode.
I think this is the perfect time to do this. I don't know who brought this.
Before we get out of
Did you bring
here.
this, Jake?
2 Virgils.
Before we got out of here, it was 2 Virgils?
No.
I got you on a Virgil.
You gonna keep it two Virgils. Oh, Kaz.
I don't know how much you paid.
I mean, just from the whole team.
I wouldn't say how much it paid. I wouldn't do that.
Just from the whole team,
He's Jewish. He don't talk money.
No, I don't talk.
He talks money, but he don't talk money.
Episode?
Yeah.
I'm saying he talks money, but he don't say numbers.
They're excited too. That's what it is.
He classy.
They popping.
Anyway, 100th episode. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Jake. And thank you, Eddin, for welcoming me and Rosie into the fold, to the family.
Thank you for having us.
Big
No,
ups to
you
Cass.
belong here. Thank you for inviting me.
We gotta give big
My
ups to Cass
reckless
for
ass.
seeing
Thank
this
you
whole
to Kaz. Yeah,
seeing this whole thing through.
It
This is
always
what he
has to be
wants.
the cash
He
show.
wants this.
Thank you, Cash.
I want the love. I'm responsible for our success.
The biggest man in here with the smallest dog.
Our success.
I hate it.
Shout out to Onyx. Shout out to Pootie, our special guest today.
Shout out to
Marvin
Marvin.
Bagley, the Sacramento Kings,
It
for
is
joining us
our 100th
today.
episode.
Thank you for joining us, Eddin. Thank you so
Yes.
much for riding with
Thank
me
you for
for
having me
years,
here.
man.
Oh,
I appreciate you so
feel
much.
sentimental.
Jake, I appreciate you so much. You know where we go, man. Thank you so much. Love.
The bottle at you.
You're my brother, man.
Therapy, man. It's been therapy, and I
Love you so
appreciate you.
much,
I
bro.
appreciate
It
you
is
for forcing me
therapy.
into this shit. I appreciate you for forcing me and making me like, yo, nah, nigga, we gotta do this.
You
Come
already know,
over here and have
bro.
some fun with it.
You already
Man,
know what
thank
it
you,
is.
man.
Rosie, thank you so much, man. You
talking
keep
my
us in check. You've made this show complete. You were kind of like the last piece of Voltron, and I appreciate you so much.
Wow, that was really chuggy of you.
Oh, mad chuggy of you, bro.
I love y'all.
That's a Voltron.
Hey, don't stop.
Stay free.
Oh my
Stay safe and
always say less.
fucking
Thank you,
less.
everybody. Subscribe on Snapchat. Subscribe everywhere you get your podcast. YouTube.com/Kazeem. I want to thank each and every single guest we've ever had on the show.
ever.
LeVar Ball, Rory, fucking Marvin Bagley,
Dude.
Eve,
Cam,
fucking
Hit Boy.
Melissa Ford, Hit Boy,
Ebro.
Rosgold on Woody, Van Lathan,
Yeah.
Lowkey, fucking everybody. Thank y'all. I know I'm forgetting folks. There's so many people. Thank you
Big
to Whistle
Mensa.
Sports. Thank you to Snapchat. Thank you to Big
Wyclef.
Mensa.
Shout out to
Wyclef Jean.
Shout out to Foul.
Weezy,
Shout out to
Alex.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
And you know who I'm waiting for, right?
Discord.
I'm waiting for Khaled.
Khaled, we coming.
Come on,
Make it happen,
Joe.
man.
Another
brother.
one.
We've
Come on,
done a
brother.
lot.
You're not ready.
We've done a lot in the
101.
past 100 episodes. We've got a lot more to do.
When Khaled comes out, can we all talk like him?
Yes, we can. Y'all take it easy. We'll see y'all next week. I appreciate y'all for 100 episodes of Say Less.
The next 100 gonna be stupid.
The next 100
Gonna be
It's gonna be
crazy.
stupid.
Stupid.
See y'all later, people. Let's drink.
Peace out.
It's a new year.
Yeah,
It's new possibilities, and boy, do we ever need this.
that's facts.
Cricket Wireless can help you make that switch with a new plan, $30 a month.
Yes, that's right for you.
Listen, that's right for you.
Yeah.
That's right for you.
Yeah.
That's right for you.
That's right.
Cricket Wireless, make that switch now.
Smile and switch to Cricket. Activation and other fees and restrictions apply. Terms subject to change. See stores for details.
You couldn't just look at the camera and say it?
I'd rather look at you guys.